This is the real I'm Just Saying, coming back to you with a few minutes of tea. It appears that Martell Holt is presently on a I'm sorry social media tour. Chanel Scott, creator of Ministry Live on Fox Soul, interviewed Martell yesterday on her Instagram channel. Martell was acting very remorseful during the interview. He almost had me convinced, but I ain't going. Martell stated that him and Melody are in a good place now, and they have even started filming together again on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But just the other day, he implied that he was not the only cheater in the family and that Melody cheated as well. Here is the interview with Chanel Scott.
Mix. Let me see if I did this right. Martell!
What's up? How you doing?
Up? Good.
Thank you
Good
for
to see.
having me.
Yes, thank you for joining me. And I know everybody is like, I can't wait. They so excited. And we
That's
ain't
what's
gonna,
up.
we ain't gonna spill the beans too much tonight. I know there was some concerns. If y'all want to hear the real, y'all got to come to Community next Saturday on June the 4th. But tonight, we're just going to, take a few minutes to get to, learn. For those who don't know who you are, really get to know who you are, and just talk a little bit like this. Tonight is about you. Tonight is about you. And
It is?
yes.
Y'all don't know enough about Martell yet?
But listen, you know what? We do know about you, Martell, but people are so used to getting, hearing what other people have to say. We want to hear from Martell. That is what Ministry is about. It's about getting your perspective.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Hopefully you guys are doing well tonight. Thank you guys for joining us.
They are excited to hear from you, to see you. We've gotten both sides of the spectrum. I've seen it from Twitter, from our Twitter, from my personal page, from Ministry page. So, and the way we do things at Ministry, we're interested, which is I found myself going back and forth with some of your fans. Like, look, we want to hear. I'm all about. So, just a little bit about myself, because this is our first time meeting, right? I created Ministry 7 years ago because I wanted to understand the male perspective, right?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
That is the origin of Ministry. Okay. I was celibate for 8 years, and I was transitioning out.
Hold on.
Keep reading.
Let me make sure I know what that term means. What does that mean then, since you weren't doing it for 8 years?
I wasn't dating. I was doing work. I wasn't dating. I mean, I'm going to be honest and transparent because that's the only way I know how to do it.
Okay.
There is no way I could.
Thank you, guys. I'm so sorry. Thank you, guys. I love y'all too. Thank y'all for the support. I really appreciate it. I really do.
There is no way I could have did an 8-year of celibacy dating. So when you hear people say we dated or we were engaged or we was this for 2, I don't buy into it because something going on. So no, because I was single, completely single, no dating, nothing for 8 years, and I had several failed relationships prior to that 8 years. So I just took a break to do the work. And so transitioning out of that phase, I wanted to create a platform where I could have the transparent, candid conversations with men, because I wanted to understand the male perspective. Like, we know what goes on in relationships when things don't work out and all of that, but I just really wanted to understand.
Hold on. Do you really know, or is it
No, I
like
don't
just from a
know.
woman's perspective, right? So
I
that's why
know
you
from a
got,
woman's perspective, but I can't
yeah,
you,
yeah,
right?
I know, right? It's difficult. It's tough. Yeah,
It's
I'm with you. I'm
difficult.
with you. Yeah.
So that is why I created the platform, so we can hear
What's
from
up, y'all?
the man.
I'm
This is
with you.
not a male bashing session. This is the one time that you get to be totally transparent and no
Well,
one.
guys, I'm not going to be totally transparent, okay? Hey, listen, I'm not going to be
Martell,
totally
now listen.
transparent because let me go and just be brutally honest right now. Um, my ex and I, we're back filming. We're actually filming right now. We filmed the scene yesterday, and we're getting in a better place, for my children and I, with this co-parenting thing. And I know in the past I've gone on lives and I've gone on interviews and things like that, and almost everything I said, it was kind of against me, and it hurt the relationship that we had, and if anything hurts Melody and I, it hurts our children, indirectly and directly too. So I'm being cautious on the platforms that I come on, because if I speak on my past relationship, I only know my marriage, really, and then marriage was what, 11 years. So I'm having second thoughts on certain things that I talk about, certain things that I do, even though it pertains to my past relationship, and that's really all that I know, So it's a difficult situation right now, only because we're in a much better place, and that's where I want us to be.
So just so the audience will know, the next week, so guys, those of you who are in Alabama, you only 2 hours away. Well, from Birmingham. Well, how far is Huntsville from Atlanta, Martell?
3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. So we'll be filming.
From flight, flying is 30 minutes.
Flying is an option for those of you who really want to attend this in person and here. The topic is about rejection. So we want to know how you have experienced that, right? And you can share as much as little.
so yeah, I'm going to share as little as possible.
Martell!
But right now, I have to, because the rejection that I face, when it comes to relationship, it really stemmed from my previous marriage, and for me to speak on that or to elaborate on that, it wouldn't be pleasing to, what I have going on currently is me filming right now. You know what I'm talking about? And again, I don't know if Melody listening right now, but we haven't filmed in over like 4 or 5 months together. Okay. And now we just filmed yesterday, and we filmed a few days ago. So no amount of money, no amount of press can put me in a position to like set us back, because Mel and I being set back, it's only going to set my children back. And I'm trying to get us all to like that happy place, of co-parenting successfully, because we both have suffered, certain rejections, which really drove us to the point where we are now. And that was very unlikely. It was tough going through rejection, because once you go through rejections in a marriage or in a relationship, you kind of, no one wants to be rejected, especially when you're in a relationship, especially when it's supposed to be the only you two, because we expect our partners to always fulfill every ounce of us, fill us up completely with whatever we want, as long as it's not asking you to jump off the bridge, and so whenever we tend to be rejected, that hurts our soul, us emotionally. So that'll make us do things that we shouldn't do, once we feel that rejection. And I felt it. My ex, she felt it, and that caused us to do things that'll hurt, because of that rejection.
I cope with that though. So we're not here to exploit. That's not. But what I would like to know, and we're not gonna we don't have to talk much because we only have a few more moments. How have you coped with that? Like, that's what I want to hear. So, we'll talk more about the rejection and what it looks like and what it feels like, right? But
Mm-hmm.
how have you coped with that? How have you dealt with it? Like, how have you gotten to a place where you're like, we're in a great place? What have you done?
Well, I mean, it's taking time,
Mm-hmm.
and I think time heals everything. You know, if you're going through it properly,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel that shoot, it's been like over a year for us of hurt.
Right.
You got to hurt. And I'll be real. I'll be real about it all. Um, when God started putting me through tough situations, I laughed. I mean, not because it was comical, only because I knew
Mm-hmm.
that it's like I was prepared for it. I knew it had to happen. It was inevitable.
Right.
When you put yourself through certain situations in life, you have to understand that it could be repercussions to things.
Right.
And you got to face it. And me, I think too, Melody too. We're overcomers. We overcame all the hurt, all the crying, all the suffering, all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that it built character, uh, made us better people.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like right now, I can say that we're moving forward on being better co-parents. So my thing is about being positive, not trying to tear the next person down.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, what I always say too is we all going to go through things in life, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and I feel that God gives us all the tools that we need to overcome it. Because I
Absolutely.
feel that certain things that I went through, 15, 16 years ago, He strengthened me for these moments.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I didn't think that I would be the person to, going through this divorce, breaking down and crying and stuff like that. I'd never been a person to cry.
Right.
But this situation made me a little emotional and things like that. Especially, my kids, I love them so much, and
Yeah.
I see that that we put them through a lot,
Right.
and for me to, just staying strong, and then
Mm-hmm.
time heals all.
So if, like, you've been able to go through that healing process with Mel, a lot of people don't get that. You know,
No, I didn't
you
go
didn't.
through. No, no. So I tell you what, Melanie she was able to, she went through it with me.
Okay.
Yeah, she went through it with me. But when it was when it was about my time to hurt and things like that,
Yeah.
we were kind of like over.
Okay.
And then shoot, my bed and my closet, and it's moments that I would laugh at,
Mm-hmm.
because it's almost like, yeah, my turn, you know?
Right. 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 Right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's a learning experience. It's a process
It
of
is.
development. So we all get a turn. Everybody gets a turn.
Oh man, I tell people don't throw them rocks. I tell people, do
Oh,
not throw rocks at nobody.
right.
Um, if anything, you should just try to uplift,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of what the person has done.
Right.
You should try to uplift, because you don't know what you're going to go through, and you're going to want that support. You're going to want that love. You're going
Mm-hmm.
to want those hugs. You're going to want that support. You
Right.
know, I
Right.
tell people you're going to need that support, because it's tough. And again, you don't know what you're going to go through in life. You don't know when you're going to go through it. You don't know how you're going to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna need some strong people around you to see you through.
So if you could have done anything different, considering everything that has happened, what would you have done differently? Because we're in different mental spaces when these things,
Yeah,
right? So knowing what and knowing where you were then, what would you have done differently?
I would have accepted certain things
Mm-hmm.
that my wife wasn't doing. You
Okay.
follow what I'm saying? Some of my complaints,
Mm-hmm.
I could have held on a little longer
Right.
before taking matters into my own hand.
Right.
You know, um, because I mean, we were. I'm not gonna lie, we were a great couple. We
Uh,
were damn near like a perfect couple,
yes.
and we both got busy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started complaining about things like that. But I feel that if I would have just accepted certain things because it wasn't. And when I look at it now, I look back like, damn, it wasn't that serious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just when you're in the moment, when you're moving so fast, it's almost like you're thinking somebody just, oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. When you just sit your ass back and just look at it like, is it that serious?
Right.
You got this amazing marriage, these amazing children, and you about to go around and mess it up? No, no. It's okay to be rejected here and there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in a marriage, you know. So if I could have done anything differently, I would have just accepted a lot longer, you know, and not complaining so quickly.
I don't want to give too much, but I have one more question, and then I'm gonna let you go.
Hey, hold on. What's your question? You might need to text me.
Well, it's okay. No, it's because like this is just for like the men, like when you're in that space, right, where you say I could have held on a little longer. Do you consider the consequences after the mishap? Like, is that even considered? Do you?
Hold on. I'm so sorry. You say that again? I'm sorry. I'm over here trying to read some comments.
I know.
Go ahead.
That's okay.
Let me stop looking at them. Go ahead.
When you're in that mind space, right? When you were thinking back to, you know, the decisions that were made, did you think about the consequences of the act? Did you even consider what could happen? Or was that even...
Well, I listen, I mean, that's a pretty cool question. But I think that when a lot of us, both men and women, when we're in the moment of complaining about certain things and you want to mess up a little bit here and there, you really don't think about the consequence. I tell you what, if God would have showed me all that I've gone through by effing up like I did, like, I would have set my ass down in that bed and just chilled like that. Girl, all right, I'll catch you next week. I'll go in there and cook. I got those kids. So I would have.
Because that's important for the people who follow you and who are listening, who may be in that same headspace. Like if you had to do it all over again, you would have said, you know what? It's not that bad. Let me just.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
No, because I tell you what, once you start messing up, you might continue to mess up, you know?
Right.
Yeah, right. And that's, yeah.
Well, you know what? We're gonna put a pin in it right here, guys. If you want to hear more from Mr. Martell.
Hey, no, I'm liking this. Let's go. We got 900 people. Let's go. Let's keep going. I'm loving it. Do we have some men on here?
Do we? Any men?
Hey, yeah, it's nothing like married life. I'm telling you, married life is amazing. I mean, I talk about that all the time, and I think people would say, Martell, you messed up your marriage. I'm like, no. I mean, I did, but I do love marriage, and you know, that's dear to my heart. And I want to be married again. I do cherish marriage and things like that. I did love my ex-wife, and you know, I love my children, and I feel that children should be raised in with both parents at home, if possible. You know, as long as you're not about to kill each other. But I still feel too that do not give up on your marriage so easily. Right. You know, because I feel it's so important, and I think life is so important too. Yeah, and raising your children is so imperative, and then it's tough. Like right now, I have all my children here. I have all of my children here at my house, and for 7 days, and you know they go to mail for 7 days, and whenever they hear, you know, though they with me at times, it's like it still hurt because I feel that I remember not too long ago that their mom and dad were both here, and my kids were just smiling genuinely, you know, and I miss those days with them running to the bedroom and jumping in the bed, like with those real smiles and just so happy to see mom and dad, you know.
Do you guys would ever reconsider and get back together?
Don't be asking me questions like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be asking me questions like that, you know?
What? I mean, really, because you can. That's a possibility. Yeah.
How much longer we got on here? Oh, we finna talk about you too, because I know my people said we're gonna talk about you and we're gonna talk about me.
Listen, on the topic of rejection, I mean, that's like the backstory to how this platform even came into existence. You know, obviously tremendous amount of rejection, but I've never been married.
Okay.
Been married, and I don't have children, but it's just a long a long string of bad decision making in my young.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so, and then I date differently than most, because a lot of people date casually, and they don't want to.
You date with a purpose?
I date with a purpose, so I
Okay.
spend a lot of time alone because of that, right? Because
Oh, wow. So did you ever want children?
I always wanted to have children. It just never happened.
Really? Hey, well, look, we might get off this phone, because if I do this right here, you might get pregnant, girl. You I won't be like.
You started something. You gonna have these people comment on my page.
If she come up pregnant, y'all just know I just touched the phone, all right?
Listen,
that's how easy it is, all right?
I want them to come see us live, though, Martell. I need these people to come see us live next Saturday on June in Atlanta.
What's that date again?
It's June 4th in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Gathering Spot. We have Martell and a host of other amazing panelists that will be talking about the topic rejection. And they can purchase tickets at comministrylive.eventbrite.com.
Y'all listen, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Y'all make sure y'all support. Come out.
We just touched the surface. We ain't really got into it because I don't want to spill it all. I still got some questions,
Yeah.
Right. I still got questions. I want to look at these comments too, because they are.
Hey,
come to Nashville.
And I do not have Nick Cannon beat. Let's go now.
Woo! Did you see that he was on Shade Room today with another?
How many is that?
I don't know, like 9 or 10.
Oh, okay.
He's on there today with another one. I'm like, y'all do know he don't use protection. Like, I think they forgot that part.
Well, no. I'm pretty sure that he get all his women tested. And
Okay.
which is very safe. But if he wants to create, legacy, create, life and things like that, that's why we're here.
Are you advocating for that, Martell, for the non-baby mamas?
No, no, because typically I don't want to touch on that. But then again, just know I love life. I love life. I cherish life. I love all my children. I'm happy that I have all my children, and I want more.
You want more, right? You want
but
more.
I'm not about going. I'm not going to go out here and get this woman pregnant, that woman pregnant, stuff like that. No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna give them too much more. So they can find this exclusively on Fox Soul. I just saw EPI. That's right, guys. Fox Soul. That's where you can see the real next Saturday. We're filming live for Fox Soul. But if you guys can, come to Atlanta, June the 4th, 4 to 8, the Gathering Spot, and hear more from Mr. Martell, because you can see, y'all, he like to talk. He said he didn't want to transparent.
Hey, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, more children.
Are you dating now, Martell?
I'm sorry?
Are you dating now?
We'll talk about that live, okay? Not live, but when I see y'all in person, okay?
Okay. So put a pen right there. Y'all remember that. He said we're gonna talk about that live.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what's up. I look forward to meeting you in person too, okay?
Say that one more time.
I look forward to meeting you in person.
Absolutely. I can't wait. Is there anything else you want the people to know tonight before we jump off?
Y'all support Love Marriage Huntsville too. Let's go.
Absolutely, guys.
And Nightcap with Carlos King. Support the whole OWN family. Show some love. As long as they keep showing us love, I guess, Let's go.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Next Saturday, June 4th, comministrylive.eventbrite.com. Purchase your tickets.
Y'all are so funny.
What they?
These folks in the comments. I'm telling y'all are so funny. Oh Lord, all of them.
Who is Ariane, Martell? They said you dumped Ariane. Who is that? Who is Ariane? It's a lot of people talking about Ariane on there.
That is my son's mother. My son Knox.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you good.
I got into the comment. I got a little bit too into the comment.
Yeah, to get out them comments now. All right.
I was
Let's
doing
end this phone call.
All right, then look, I'll see you next Saturday, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, okay?
Welcome. Good
All
night.
y'all have a good night, guys. Peace.
Peace. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Now how I get off?
What do you all think? Is this the new and improved Martell? I would like to hear what you have to say in the comment section. That's all the tea that I have right now. And until the next time, I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye. Please like this video, comment to this video, repost this video, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will not miss any of my videos.